orthomarketing.com. 360-degree digital marketing solutions for your practice.
Hello, everybody in podcast land. This is Dean Steinman from Ortho Marketing, and we are back with another exciting podcast for you. So I'm real excited today to have some special guests with me. I have from my team here at Ortho Marketing, I have Amy and John. Amy is our social media director. John is one of our senior account executives and managers here. And we have a very special guest, Dr. Eric Gibbs. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody today?
All right, it's lunchtime here in New York City.
All righty. Well, thanks so much for joining us. So Dr. Gibbs, he's an orthodontist. Give a little background. He's an orthodontist in New York City, and client of ours, and decided to have some fun. Realize everybody that as an orthodontist, you're in the smile business. So he decided to smile and to show people the smile. So he jumped into the social media world, and he's now a TikTok phenomenon. So Dr. Gibbs, let's talk a little bit about that. So obviously, as somebody that's been on the block a couple of times, like myself, it's hard to adapt to new things. So first of all, how did you decided to change up your social media and instead of doing the typical before and after stuff that everybody was doing? Just decided, well, I'm gonna try something different. How did you step out of your comfort zone and do that?
Well, I think the first thing, Dean, is first associating with you guys. I mean, I was trying to do SEO on my own, okay? And combined with that, I was trying to use, the website people that's hosting my website. I don't want to use their name, but I'm just saying big company, great job with the website, and you pay a certain amount for their SEO. And honestly, every month I go through stuff. I Google myself. I look where I am on the searches, and I'm not going anywhere. And I'm producing content on my own, adding onto my Instagram and stuff. In the office, I got together a Snapchat filter that is sort of got a geofence. So if people are around me, people can see my Snapchat filter, and the kids use it when they're in the office. That Snapchat filter, for example, great investment for the money, big bang for the money. All right. But,
Right. Mm-hmm.
It started a little while ago, I'll say, that my youngest, who's now 17, say when he was like 16 and 15, he's on TikTok. So as a good parent, I got to see what stuff he's putting up there. So I
Right.
log into TikTok, I get an account, and I start watching. And as an adult, you get to see adult content. And some of the stuff that started coming to me were orthodontists. And I was like, hey, wow, that's fun.
Right.
Okay. Now, some of these guys are dancing and I can't dance. But so I finally decided that I was going to put out just orthodontic content. So I started putting out just boring orthodontic content, probably put out about 15 of those. And then, my staff started getting into looking at the TikToks. And then one of them in particular, the youngest one, still really started using TikTok and started coming in with ideas. And then everybody started saying, hey, let's do this and you should do this. So we started doing those fun TikToks. That's where it went.
Right. Which is great. I'm so glad that you guys did that. So, John, as the account manager, and you're handling Dr. Gibbs' account, can you walk the listeners through of basically how we helped him and consulted with him on what to do? Because there's so much content out there. So, what is it that your interaction with him was as far as bringing him this information and helping him in the guidance?
Yeah, I mean, shortly before the pandemic, me and Dr. Gibbs, we have, calls daily, a few times a week we talk. And, Dr. Gibbs was saying, I really want to get involved in the TikTok game. And it is blowing up. The algorithm is untouched, and you can just get so many unfiltered views. So, it was something that Dr. Gibbs wanted to take advantage of. So, I worked with Amy, and she provided, Dr. Gibbs a one-sheeter that provided the do's and don'ts, the different types of content that was popular, different types of posts you can do, hashtags, you name it. But Dr. Gibbs has always been good, with getting content, of what he's doing, whether he's training for his next triathlon, whether it's food that he's making on game day. So he's always been good with that. We just had to really hone in on what worked. So, I mean, me and Dr. Gibbs, we had our monthly meeting at the beginning of the month, and Dr. Gibbs was saying, John, I'm making these videos, but we're just not getting as many views as we like. And I said, Dr. Gibbs, we just have to do what other people are doing. We have to follow the trends. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. And like Dr. Gibbs, you remember you were convinced that you had to get a video person, in office. You even told me
Yeah.
that, and I said, and it takes as easy as one person to be able to do it. And like you said it's the youngest person in your office, and she's been coming in with ideas, and now you guys are on a complete roll, and the videos are awesome. And Amy has been posting them over to Reels on Instagram, and I mean, we posted one this morning, and it was the broken brackets video. Within an hour, you had 1,500 views. So you guys really, are on a roll, and you know where it's at. And I'm just so proud of you and the staff, because we've worked so long to try to get everybody involved, and now they're having fun with it.
I think we see the direction of, where we can pull content from, to sort of mimic or give it our own sort of style. But it's a way now that the staff and I are looking at TikTok and saying, okay, let's try to, this is what sort of like the music in the last TikTok was a trending thing. And I'm like, oh, I like that. We can manipulate that to fit into a little story for ourselves. And I think it fits together really well.
This podcast is brought to you by Presentation Multimedia. Presentation Multimedia is a full-service digital marketing agency providing website design, social media management, search engine optimization, digital advertising, and more. For more information, visit presentationmultimedia.com.
So, Amy, how do you determine where the content goes once Dr. Gibbs shoots it? How do you determine if it goes on TikTok, put it up on Reels, put it up on Instagram? How do you determine, do you put it everywhere?
Well, one of the things that Dr. Gibbs is doing that's actually very beneficial for the algorithm is filming right in TikTok. And that's, because we're not in the office, we can't do that. So what I've been doing is downloading those videos and posting them to Instagram Reels. And that's where we're seeing a real explosion right now in the view counts. And honestly, like at this point, you do need to be in both places. Even more importantly, to be on using Reels when you're using Instagram, because that's what they're pushing so much. They're promoting their explore pages. You're going to open up the app and you'll see it's all Reels right now because they're competing with TikTok. So he's doing like pretty much all of the top things right, using the trending music, looking at the trends and putting his own spin on it. All of that is really working for him right now for the account. We're looking at great metrics. We're seeing real true growth.
That's incredible. I don't know if you saw, but if anybody has a chance, if you go to the Ortho Marketing Instagram page, we reposted Dr. Gibbs's post last TikTok he shot, and it exploded. Amy, what kind of numbers did people see on it here?
That was over 30,000.
Over 30,000 plays we got.
Yeah.
Incredible. You're a rock star. It's great. We just watched it go from, oh my God, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50, like boom, like that. It was explosion. So, and it's just all having fun. So it's great that you're embracing it. One question though is, how did you get the staff to get involved? Because I know that probably anybody who's listening is orthodontist or dentist, they have a hard time getting the staff involved or getting out of the box. People don't want to be on TikTok or show themselves or dancing, having fun. So how did you approach them, and were they all in right away, or did it take some talking to?
Okay, so let's go back a ways. And I think, I'll say that John, and I had set up meetings where John just talked to the staff, had some group meetings, a couple of them, to stress the importance of getting in on board. And they knew they weren't on board. They knew it. But when they started seeing me doing the TikToks, Okay. And I was having one of them help me film it, and then that's when it started to snowball that the younger one came in and said, "Oh, you know what? Because, I've been telling them that, you got to get involved. I need your help here. I can't just do this on my own." And look, they understand that it's a competitive market, that, like, in order to us to drive our practice, it's not just, doing this or doing that. It's doing as many things as you can do as possible. Okay. So
Right.
it's exciting. I mean, look, I think we've got, I feel like we're a fish. We've nibbled at the bait and now we've sort of bit it, and the hook is sunk into our mouth. And I think we're ready to just keep
Pull
reeling
them
in,
in.
pulling in more TikToks for ourselves.
That's great. So, I'm glad you're having fun, and that's what life's too short to not have fun, especially in these crazy times we're having now. So, my hats off to you, and I'm super proud to see that you've done this. I'm sure your staff, your family, we are here, everybody, your patients, they say you're a great guy and you're having fun, and that's all about. And at the end of the day, keep on smiling. So, if you were to give one bit of advice, Dr. Gibbs, to somebody listening to this who is kind of on the fence about, do I really want to put myself out there or whatever, what would you suggest them to do for the practice?
Well, I would say if they want to get on TikTok, what they should do is, and John helped me with this. John gave me a names of some few orthodontists to sort of follow, see their TikToks. Now, look, I'm not going to be doing the real choreographs type of stuff. That's just not where I am right now. But I can, nibble at some of the videos, the TikToks that I think, hey, I can do that. All right. And that was just, that's the beginning of getting, once you get one fun one and it sort of gets a lot of views, you're sort of like, oh yeah, we're on the right track now. So,
Right.
you know,
And how hard is it to put together once you did shoot it? Obviously, there's some post production and editing involved. How hard is it to get that done?
okay. So let's just say the last one that we just posted, Amy, that we just posted, I will tell you that took us 3 minutes to shoot. That's it.
That's incredible.
That's
All
it.
right.
And what about the one that the rock star one? For the dad one. How long is that? Because you had to put the graphics and stuff in it there. How long did that take?
Okay. So that took a few takes. I think I flubbed
Okay.
that one maybe 10 times. And then Chrissy did it
Okay.
really quickly. And then the graphics, one of my employees did the graphics on that. So I think altogether, probably about a half hour, but each of
That's
us sort of
incredible. A
worked.
half hour time to
Yeah. I mean, as I said,
to get 35,000 people see your stuff is great through a half hour.
yeah, no, it's just, it's,
So
I mean, we have the girls have one loaded up, ready to go. I'm not even in it. They have one
terrific.
ready to go.
Great. So, if somebody wants to take a look and follow you on Instagram or TikTok, what's the best, John? What's the best way, or Amy? What's the best way to everybody to follow Dr. Gibbs? How should they check out his stuff?
Search Gibbs Orthodontics. That's all you guys got to
There
do.
you
It's as
go.
simple as
That's it.
that.
That's it. Go to Gibbs Orthodontics on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, and you'll see all this fun stuff. And just
If I
follow him,
had,
guys. You'll get some great ideas, and you'll have some fun.
I'll give you one more. I'm going to jump back to Snapchat for a minute. The
Okay.
Snapchat filter, okay? If you recommend people to get a Snapchat filter made and it has a geofence, so it's all over the area, the metrics for that are unbelievable. It costs a couple of $1,000s to get a filter, all right, and for the year. And Snapchat will give you analytics on views. That means how many times people see the filter. And in 1 year, over 250,000 people saw the filter. Saw it. Saw my name. All right.
Great branding.
2,500 kids used the filter. All right. But are you ready for this? 56,000 kids got it from their friends. Okay. So,
Wow.
when somebody uses it once, or they send it to a bunch of kids. So it really is, that's another bang for the buck. If you're not using every bit of social media out there, okay, I think you're just losing out.
And that's the exact definition of social media. That's exactly what it is. It's social. It's people sharing your information. It's about sharing and caring, and people are having fun. And people listening, sure, before and after pictures are great, and traditional content is great, but get out of the box. Think out of the box, have some fun, and you see the results. Plain and simple.
Look, I think honestly, with John and I discussing things, we talk a lot, right, John? Talk a lot.
Of course, all the time, every week.
We definitely run through different things, and I think right now we have a nest of things that we're doing that are running simultaneously that just seem to be feeding into, everything that's growing. Okay, from traditional things to the TikToks. I mean, I'm even
And that's what
adding.
it's all about. Marketing, you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan in place. Just like when you're doing orthodontics, you got to have a plan to go from a line of 1 to 10 to 26 to whatever. Same thing with marketing. You can't just wing it. You have to have a game plan in place. And that's by having all these different programs and platforms and messages. You have to have the same brand, the same look and feel, and everything going there, and to have it the right way. So, again, Eric, I'm super proud of you. Hats off. Great job.
Thank you very much.
So with that said, everybody, if anybody's interested, follow Gibbs Orthodontics on social media. You won't be disappointed. And that's it. We just wanted to keep it short and simple today. So thank you, Dr. Gibbs, for joining us. Everybody, Podcast Land, please check them out. You'll have a great time and you'll smile and maybe give you some advice. Thanks so much. All right. Thanks, everybody. All right. Take care. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
OrthoMarketing.com. 360-degree digital marketing solutions for your practice.